Okay. Right, the texture on your glutes has come in loads since the last time you were here, hasn't it?
I think so.
Like,
I think like everything is like a lot.
yeah, you've got like the skin across the glutes is a hell of a lot thinner so now, and also that tie-in split into the adductor is a lot more. Do the side one, the first side pose again. That way, yeah. See, look at that texture, look at your leg. That's got a lot sharper, and you look a lot bigger in person than you did on your check-in, especially from the side and the back. Do that back shot again.
This one, I feel like I need to turn my heels up more, but obviously it's hard in the screen.
Yeah, don't be scared to give them a little bit more of a press, because you can press into that quad a little bit more.
I can, but last time I got told off for doing it.
See, that looks, doesn't that look mad? Because that makes you, like, that looks, do it without? Do it one more time? Yeah, because it's subtle, but it just goes bosh.
You don't do it with your knees,
I should turn them out, I should go like this.
Because the more you do that, the more your doctors come.
Stay in that position. Look how much it adds to your quad.
Yeah.
It's subtle as well, so it's not even like you're basically taking away all the gaps.
Yeah.
But obviously let Mia decide on stuff like that, because
Yeah.
she's like, but like she did it with Cara, and like her legs are double the size. But not that you need any more size, but we want to fill you out to stand next to all the enhanced girls.
Yeah.
We just want to make you as thick as we can, because
Yeah.
because the thing that you're gonna have is miles better skin texture, because you're not gonna have that like. You can be too grainy, do you know what I mean? They can be too grainy and hard, whereas you want to look.
Yeah, I saw something about like the last couple of shows. Or
Someone being
whatever.
too conditioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
but also
not.
like how quite a lot of the judging recently has been like shape and fullness over like condition.
Yeah, like they don't want you to. So it's like, for example, the conditioning is normally even between the two, but if someone's really like gristly and dense, it kind of takes away from that look. It needs to look like it's not just the muscle belly. The skin needs to look bang on, like everything, and that texture like makes it look more appealing. So if you can have all the lines there, if you open up an action figure out of a box, it's blemishless, isn't it? You know, like an action figure. So it's kind of like that, but like obviously there'll be a lot more hardening to come. But like with the way your genetics are, bubbly muscle, it should just continue to just get deeper lines and not have any issues with the hard, like especially if you show that like that with hands on, because you're creating more lines.
Yeah, I also don't know front pose wise, now that everything's coming in a bit, like I don't know whether, maybe I need to go over it with me, but I don't know whether this one or now this one.
Side, I think.
Do the other one again.
I'm less comfortable in this side, but I definitely get more like glute
Get a
pop,
good
I
glute.
think, on this
You
side.
didn't used to have the glute pop, did you, last time?
No.
You said.
It's huge. It's ridiculous.
Maybe it's the same, just looks a bit different.
I think you should practice on both, but I definitely think the lighting will be affecting that. But in reality, you look very, very good. Obviously, single-digit weeks now, isn't it? So.
9 weeks to the first show.
So what show are you doing? Has it been announced?
Yeah, sure.
What are you doing?
Oh, I think. Well, I haven't said no, but we're going to do the UK Pro Open.
Yeah, UK Pro Show, October 17th.
Where's that?
Bradford.
Bradford. Nice and close.
And then obviously that just takes us like that. The ideal situation will be pressure-free shows. You could be Olympians there. You don't know who's going to turn up. They're all enhanced. Obviously, Sophie looks fucking enhanced, but she isn't. But then that means you can look at that show as going. It gives you a benchmark of what you feel like. What we feel like you need to improve on. But I see like the graft being for that, and then the rest of the season is improving. Like in terms of like filling you out enough, making sure if there's a little bit of hardness extra we need. But with the time we've got, and the way you look now, and the rate in which it's gone this week. We just need to keep that mindset and not let it get to that stress point again. Because when that goes, because it's like me right now, I'm in that moment right now, and I know I shouldn't be, but it does not do any favours.
You get the point where there's no return in your head, like this is it now, and it just causes panic.
Everything's negative.
I was having such a bad week.
3 weeks ago, when seeing you here, you was panicking.
Yeah, that's because of posing.
You were stressed.
Yeah, but that's got a lot smoother, and you'll feel a lot more. Posing will become, even though it's important to be doing it obviously the whole time. When you're in your final form, or like when you're getting closer and closer to what you look like on stage, you'll enjoy it more because you'll like what you're seeing in every pose. Even the poses you think were the shittest ones will always look the better one. Will start to look better because there's more details. So yeah, take some photos for there. But yeah, I'm very pleased with where you're at, especially because it's quite balanced conditioning now, whereas we're lacking a bit of condition in the glute and ham tie-in and stuff. But not, like when you would move there, although it would still be very dense and powerful, there was a little bit of extra flesh. So now it's tightening up, and like you've got those little bits of striated movements there, so we know the conditions there. And plus, obviously, are you guys going to come in here tomorrow?
Maybe.
So if you do, just get some shots. It's like Hannah, if you can get some shots for me there, in the same spot after feed tonight, and then the food I'm going to put in for tomorrow is purely just to basically give the next 3 to 4 days of training a massive boost, because then we are going to have to really start pulling the strings a little bit just to make sure we secure that final condition. Because I don't want to do a refeed and then pull it down and then it basically wastes the benefit of the refeed.
Yeah. So
towards the back end of next week, because your weight's going to go up and it's not going to come back down. It will a bit, but it won't drop as low. So we will have to go to a level where we're going to be suffering a bit. But I'd much rather do that, make sure you're in condition for that first one, knowing that your body, how much it fills out from this weekend, because as soon as we get to that sort of fucked point, we can refeed it and we know it'll come back to where it goes. But
yeah.
So yeah, happy days?
The week after Prague, bro.
Huh?
The week after Prague, yeah. I want to.
October 17th.
I want it to be ideally that like there's no stress for peak week at all. Just we want to be eating normal.
I'm gonna do figure as well.
Your glutes too big. You'll get marked down for those glutes. Right, Hannatron. How many weeks is it now post show? I know I should know that, but it's 12. So it's 12 weeks. 12. It is, but it's been that basically we're literally 1 week into push, so it's 11 weeks health phase. Blood's just spot on anyway.
Yeah.
And
It's literally better than before Prague.
yeah, miles better. Although we had got them in quite a good spot, hadn't we? But
I think kind of like a weight, like a ceiling. If my body goes over like 55 kg, don't like it. Like, you know, body fat level, like it just...
yeah, because you become instant.
Yeah, the hormones just shit themselves and you're like, no.
It's like you just start to become unresponsive then.
Hannah, if I look like that when
I feel huge.
You look fucking sick.
literally, yeah.
Like your quads have definitely thickened out, and the main thing that's grown is top line. Like across your lats and your shoulders.
You look sick.
You wouldn't have come in here before you were fucking 4 weeks out last
I
time.
know.
You wouldn't even look to yourself. Even though you didn't look bad, it's because you didn't ever see what you were eventually going to become, which obviously smashed the season. So, sorry, I'm kind of in your way here a bit, aren't I? So even the skin texture where we know you put body fat on, you don't have nowhere near as much of that, like, what do you call it? Cellulite. I don't like to say things like that out loud. It sounds like I'm being rude, but you don't.
I
But,
hold it on my leg.
yeah, but they're nowhere near as bad as they normally are, especially when now your legs have come up that much. Like, do you know what I mean? But it was inflammation like fuck
You can
before.
still see it a little bit, like...
Yeah, but you're gonna.
Yeah, but
it's,
you can also just see like...
fat cells never go. You can lose fat, you lose the fatty acid, but the fat cells remain for the rest of your life. And as soon as you start to put a bit of something on it, they replenish. And so we're always going to have that issue. The more muscle we make, the denser it'll be. But you look a million times more, like even your lat flare when you did that. I know you're only posing, but slow it down a little bit just so I can appreciate the muscle. Because your delts look wide, thick, and the rear delts come up.
But I haven't looked, you know, midsection.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say your midsection looks like good.
You think?
Yeah.
your midsection does never goes too far out, but the fact that I would say it's more evenly distributed now is just the reason why you think it doesn't look good, because normally all of the weight's there and this stays tight.
So my
It's like,
waist feels bigger compared to normal. I panicked and bought a waist trainer.
well, wear the waist trainer.
Yeah, and I was like to me, it's like, what waist trainer do you have? Like next day delivery, I was like, no.
No, wear the waist trainer anyway, but also make sure when you do wear the waist trainer that you do the vacuum and stuff like what Sophie doing, because if you don't, your waist becomes lazy to the waist trainer. So the vacuums are important so you actually strengthen it, because it's almost like, it's like wearing a fucking elbow sleeve, you're supporting it. So if you're reliant on it, it will make it weaker at the same time if you don't strengthen it. Whereas if you do your vacuums and you do your planks and stuff, then it will strengthen it, and then that will increase the strength.
But I do like vacuums in the morning, and then I just wear waist trainer on the cardio.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, that's
like,
when I would do it.
Or like steps, you know, if I'm doing like an hour's.
Yeah, I just wear mine for 2 hours a day.
But that's it really. I just don't want it to like. Obviously, I'm on holiday on Thursday.
Yeah, so
I don't-
Alicante is
You
it?
know what's really difficult? It's like when you're dieting in an off season, which sounds backwards because you're putting weight on, but you're still dieting because you can't see what you want, and you see the weight going on, and you're going on holiday. For a girl, that is a mindfuck because it's like.
Yeah, it is, but like, right, just think of this, we're not chasing weight anyway, right? And we're not, so it's not really about the scale, it's about the visual, because for example, if you weigh 53 right now, yeah? A bit below it, dropped off, yes, but it was 53, wasn't it? So that's say it was your highest weight. So if you were 53 kilo and you had sub 10% body fat, that would be a 9 kilo stage increase.
Yeah.
So it's not about like, we're not worried, it's not the chasing the weight up and then panicking if it's up and trying to bring it back down, because every time you bring those calories back down, you're taking yourself out the surplus.
Yeah.
So if we have a bit off plan, we have to just, how many times have I told you that in the past, we just write it off, carry on.
Yeah.
If we try and put it, but I'm going away on holiday, I'm going to try and be slow, like better before I go, oh, when I come back I'll crash diet. So yeah, just wipe 6 weeks of off season out then. Just don't worry about it. Like, it's not going to be a big problem. We've got like plenty of time to push, and if we get too soft, I'd much rather you get a bit too soft and we pull back for 6 weeks, like we're planned in our timeline anyway, because it's just more sensible. And then the main focus, and I know I'm terrible for this because I never said it about myself, but I'm so glad I just did it now, is like, it doesn't matter what you look like in the off season.
No.
As long as when you go on stage, you've improved. It's just for us socially, it's hard to take.
You don't get the same traction on Instagram or anything like that when you're not.
Well, yeah, but that's a lot down to self-confidence and not posting and stuff, as we spoke about before. But then lots of people would kill to look like you, at all of us, at their worst possible look.
That's what I keep saying to people.
But then another thing that happens when you diet is you realise you don't actually do it for anyone else, you do it for yourself. So that should be the same when we're not at our best form, because there's a reason why we're doing it. Because I don't give a fuck what people think now, even though you'd think I would, because it's like I'm getting in shape. But when I'm out of shape, fuck me, all I care is what people think. It's like, why?
No one actually cares.
No one gives a fuck. And anyone who does is normally jealousy anyway. But
Yeah.
that was sick. I'm glad I've seen that today now, because I'm more confident for where we're at. 9 weeks. And then, yeah.
Literally, I've got little like veins places that I only have.
Yeah, and this is first thing in the morning as well. And I know you're much better you look when you fucking load up as well. So. Right, okay, so just checked in with Sophie. She come up to Preston to see me today. Obviously, Wellness Pro, natural, and obviously you can see how amazing she looks. But we have not, I know I just spoke about it in the video then, but we haven't actually announced the first show. So we're going to do the UK Open, which is the first Wellness Pro show.
October 17th, 9 weeks away.
And it's not a natural show, but I think you'll agree she doesn't need to do a natural show to start. Why did we decide to do that show? What was the main reason we decided to do that one?
I wanted to do that show because it's obviously in UK, so it's near home, so family and friends can come watch. After they've seen me compete for the last 2 years as well, quite a lot of people actually haven't come to watch many of my shows.
You've been abroad most of them, haven't you?
Yeah, like last year, quite a lot of them. Wait, were they
Spain,
abroad?
America.
Spain.
America,
Yeah, I've done Vegas as well, my first season. So it'll be nice just for my like pre-debut, especially for my like mum and my nans can watch. And then also, I think it being an open show, for me, personally, puts less pressure. I know no one else is putting pressure on me, myself, like I'm the only one putting pressure on me. But because it's an open show, I feel less pressure to do well.
Yeah, because you're right. Sophie's an elite mindset sports person, ex-professional rugby player, fucking just done a High Rocks in prep. Was it High Rocks?
Hybrid games.
Hybrid games.
Close.
Does like
High Rocks is too much running.
does like freaking bench press, which I don't really, but she does everything. So when you're like that, you're always it's so competitive. It's all about winning, which adds an unneeded pressure because ultimately we understand we're both in the same boat. We're both doing our pro debut. That there is an element of paving the way in the pro ranks. You can't just go, and even if you are amazing, it's very rare. You're just going to get awarded straight away. So it's almost like a chance to take that pressure off. Who knows how she's going to do? But it's like without having that stress, she'll actually be present and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because then we are going to put a bit more pressure on ourselves inevitably for the ones after because it is natural and it's more we can a level playing field, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think like obviously you see the assisted girls and I'm not naive to think that yes, I have a lot of muscle, especially for like a natural female. But like there's just like levels of condition and hardness, whatever you want to put it, that I like. There are going to be the same people that are genetically gifted, like me, that are also taking assistance, and I'm not naive to think that like I'm going to be above them. Do you know what I mean? So I think it just takes pressure off doing the open show, see how we're doing that, get feedback for the next ones, which are not more important, but I would like to do better in. So the natural pro shows that we're going to do, I've got to do at least one of those and come top 2 to qualify for Ben Weeders, which will hopefully be like the big one that we'll do, which is in Virginia.
That's we need to do that one anyway because we've only done we've done an off season together, and then we're doing a prep. So like, and I would say the way we've prepped and the way we're doing a bit of a different style of training than we're normally used to.
Yeah.
With the volume week and the strength week, which is obviously responded super well with you. Yeah. But also I've never had like I've not been involved when we've been in condition. So it's good for us to have that trial so that we can see how your body ticks and works for that. So that's good. Also, timeline wise, it gives us a nice gap in between in order for us to make any additional change we want. Because like you said, she needs to get that top 2. If she doesn't do if the natural is the first one, it puts more pressure on trying to get the next one in to try and get that place in to get that qualifier. But the progress you made in the off season and then now into this prep, especially over the last week, it's been pretty mad, isn't it? Yeah, no, I've been really happy with how it's gone. Obviously, I've had like wobbles as everyone does in prep. Joe's probably having messaged him about. I'm having the same wobble now. So everything I told you last week, I'm having to tell myself today. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, so we've had that, but then like this week, a little bit of a change of environment, training somewhere else for a week. And like, yeah, I've had such a good week of training. But as we said, like condition, body fats come off like loads, literally just in the past week. And with the off season, we only had like 3 months in a surplus. So like did like 12 months growth of a non-athlete compared to 3 months. So yeah, it's going to be exciting to obviously do these shows and then have like an extended off season. But there was also no point in doing longer. I think this season will help me decide whether I want to take the assisted route or not. And for me personally, like I didn't see the point in doing a whole natural off season for like more than like. You've put on more than enough tissue in the time because you've grown on every prep you've done. Because I watched your first ever show, or first season anyway, against Cara. And obviously then I saw you last year and then I've seen into this year. And then obviously I've had all the data photos off you what you look like in terms of the check-ins for the last show you did. And it's miles better. But we've been able to keep food very, very high. We got food very high for off season, didn't we? Yeah. We managed to keep it high for like a large portion of this prep. It's coming down a bit now, but still. Put it this way, I'm only on 300 more calories than Soph. So it just shows how much muscle and output she does. And like, your body is very, very, you've got a sporty body. It does what you ask it to do. Yeah. So with it as well, I've been very mindful I'm not massively chasing scale weight. It's a visual thing because you chase scale weight down, but ultimately you are
morphing and getting leaner at the same time in front of my eyes every week. So
like it was kind of scary at the beginning because I'm so used to like preps seeing my weight go down a lot. Whereas like, I think for the first like 4 or 5 weeks, the weight probably actually didn't budge very much, like at all, but condition came in loads.
And then this last week, we've had a decent drop.
Yeah.
It's just sharpened up the edges. And we know we've got more to do, but we've got 9 weeks. And we also, when you really think about it, we've got Ben Weider in, how many weeks is that? 17, 18?
Yeah.
16,
maybe
17?
16, yeah.
16 weeks, so.
But I'm 9 weeks out and I look how I did probably like 3 weeks out for my first show last prep. So it's really positive.
25 minutes cardio 4 days a week on the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Hit twice a week. Yes, you've done fucking hybrid games, whatever it is. But still, it's been pretty
My
much
weight maintained during that, so maybe don't do a hybrid game.
And you were playing rugby every Sunday. How many people do that when they're on prep? That's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
so.
or stupid.
But I'm going to come down. I planned on these first episodes to be a training session with Sophie this day or two after I got the camera. So I'm going to drive down. We'll get a session in probably around 6 week out mark. And then show you a little bit of another update. But keep an eye on it. What's your socials?
At Sophie Jane Henry.
At Sophie Jane Henry. Is that IFBB Pro at the end?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, full stop IFBB Pro.
I'll tag it in my description.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll crack on with the day.
Yeah.
Good to catch up. And yeah, have a dinner.
Quite tall though, Lizzie is, so I'm gonna have to like make sure I get this right. I'll go out the way there.
Okay. Let's see what we.
Sorry. I'll come out this way for you.
Couple steps. So don't forget to step back. Yeah. So remember to say it. Let's just say it. So it's.
You're looking sharper today. What's your weight?
Up a bit, yeah.
You dropped a bit.
Now.
I was going to say, you look sharper today. I know we did it post-workout the other day, but you see when you move in your legs.
Okay, do that one more time. Say it as you do. Yes, go chest up. Then let the shoulders rotate. Drop that shoulder down. Go back to there a second. Go back to the focus. So we're going to track in with both hands. The elbow in on the area. Good. 2, press back. Go back to the glute shot again. And then make sure you press back 1, press back 2. Good. And then the slowest part is going to be the arm. Press all the way back. See, look at the time.
Yeah. Makes such a difference that. Because it presses your upper glute into your skin a bit more as well.
And you just need to make sure that when you press back, you're also countering it with the chest. Yeah, good. So I'm feeling my lower back is right. Yes. And keep going further as you can get. And then just make sure your palms facing down and put the hands a little bit higher. Good. So sometimes good.
Right.
Relax.
This miles better than the other day. Already.
Good. Remember, just do that all the time. Remember, wrists. Yeah, and then turn the other. Yes, that is perfect. Good.
Right, I'm going to leave you guys to it then. Don't want to cramp your style any longer. That's it though.
Right, guys, so that is check-in wrapped up with the 3 ladies today. We had Sophie in, who is 9 weeks out from her pro debut in wellness. Obviously, she's doing the Open Wellness show, the first UK Open show. And then we obviously had Hannah in, who is just starting her push phase after a good health phase from a very successful first season in figure. And then we had Lizzie, who is my master's bikini competitor. All of them posed by Mira, of course, as well. So yeah, it's good to get some visuals today. Just get a little bit of an insight of where they all are. how their phases. Obviously, this is my first time prepping Soph. Obviously, we've had a very good off season. So how things are going at the moment, hopefully that will continue, because we have got obviously a couple of shows lined up. The natural shows are the main goal, but taking that pressure off, like we said, with that first show. But that's it for today. Me and Mia are actually on our way down to Wales because Arsenal are on tomorrow. It's actually the anniversary when we met. We've got a nice Airbnb booked. So catch up with what we get up to on the next one. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe as always. We'll see you in the next one.
I also just want to add that I'm very proud of how you're handling, like, I don't know, to be feeling how you are at this point in prep. I know you say you feel fine, but you are getting to the point of being a bit on the struggle bus. And he's literally not paying any less attention to his clients. Like, he's just navigating it very, very well. So, yeah, and you've got a really diverse bunch. You pretty much coach in every division: fit model, bikini, wellness, figure, and then all the men's classes as well. So I think you're doing an amazing job.
So, thank you, Bob. Well, we're going to get Mia in now next. Mia's my bikini girl who absolutely smashed her season. So I want everyone to get a catch up with her because, well, she couldn't really have had a better season than she had, could you?
No, and she was on prep for so long because she wanted to do an international show. And her posing came on so much as well. Like, she was a standout on stage every single time. So yeah, the whole team is absolutely smashing it.
We've got a couple of big guys coming after the next couple of weeks as well. So
Yeah.
I don't just coach females.
Yeah.
But no, appreciate that, Bob. But yeah, as I said, catch you in the next one.